Well, we're
It
on the
was
internet
making
now.
my boots.
We're on the internet now.
Watch us review
Yeah, pull
our
the
favorite
strings, just
shows.
like, hello, people on the internet. I am the Puppet Show DM.
Welcome to our TED Talk.
Welcome to our TED Talk.
Is this the puppet episode? Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, do you have a puppet? Do you seriously have a puppet?
Oh no, it's another community
No,
joke.
I had a it is. I had a ventriloquist doll growing up. I think my parents still pull it out during Christmas.
Is it okay? Is it creepy?
Let's unpack this.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's like a real, not just like a puppet, like a ventriloquist doll, like with that you control all of it.
No, it's like a stuffed body, and you really only control the head. It's a cheap one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like a Muppet,
Yes, but not so felt.
but not so felt. Okay,
Okay.
it's made out of
Like it.
wood.
He's got a plastic head and plastic arms, and he does have the two lions that does the mouth thing. Like,
Oh,
so whether you're a fan of Batman or have seen too many scary movies, you're probably gonna die. Yeah.
yikes!
Got it.
Wow.
It's either gonna explode or
He's going to try to murder you. He's going to probably shoot flames. I think that's a thing in Batman. Ventriloquist, the Toy Man. Yeah, the Toy Man has one that like shoots fire.
Voya.
Oh yeah.
Toy Man.
And so yeah.
No, what's the puppet's name in Batman?
I don't know.
Is it Batman or was that in Static Shock that the dude was a puppet?
Is it puppet?
Dude, Static Shock.
Found out my boss wrote an episode of that.
What?
Yeah, he wrote an episode of Static Shock, so that's fun.
That's awesome.
Surprise! And it's
He's
the
also writing
ventriloquist.
for Ventriloquist. He's writing for
Scarface.
he's writing five DC comics, and he has a deal with Marvel, although I don't think I know what it is yet. So that'll be fun. Boss is a giant nerd.
I mean, that sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Giant. Speaking of giant nerds,
Welcome
Segue.
to our TED Talk.
welcome to this episode of Storm Animus. Last time, our intrepid band of adventurers, Storm Animus, as they call themselves, were in the city of Solaria, where they were investigating some strange things going on regarding the construction of new airships and their mass production thereof, as well as investigating some mystery surrounding Gabriel's origins. You went to, after like going around, you went to one of the wizard's towers and discovered that Vilmir Lotto had been locked up, the apparently original creator of the type of construct that Gabriel is, and discovered some secrets about him and what he was doing. And then, at least last time, you guys ended that encounter going out and each going on kind of like a small spiritual journey. At least a couple of you did. And Aaron spoke with the Raven Queen after getting a hella good religion check and figuring out what her intentions are and what your next move is and how those things might align or not align. And Gabriel, you searched for a reliquary to cast a certain spell with and try and commune with your deity with less success. And the rest of you just kind of stayed around in town, waited for the rest of them, and decided before you left to go take care of the constructs that have presumably taken or attacked Oakhurst. You went to Vilmir Lotto's place to try and look around some more, and found that there was a secret basement. In this basement, you discovered that whatever thing was down there, some sort of cylinder-like construction, has since been removed. And then quickly realized that what once appeared to be an inanimate suit of armor in the corner was actually alive. And battle ensued. You guys were doing some really good damage to it, and then suddenly, when it looked like it was about to be destroyed, it exploded into a cloud of flame, downing, I believe, 2 of you. Right?
You got me, that's for sure.
Orthox like, I could do that again.
Did Atreus go down, or was only Gabriel down?
Don't think I'm down, because I still have my 20 hit points.
Okay, so then it was just Gabriel then. So Gabriel collapsing onto the ground after this huge explosion coming from this creature.
I got sent to the stratosphere.
We kind of poked the camera outside for a moment and watched as flame just erupted from every window inside of this place, and shattered glass sent all directions. We come back inside to start tonight's game as floorboards from the ceiling here just like start collapsing down, and the house itself begins to shudder and rattle, and you get the sense that it is not stable here. So, Storm, Animus, what would you guys like to do?
Immediately give Gabriel a health potion and get him on his feet.
Okay. Go up to Gabriel, pour a health potion on his face, and he... Go ahead and roll your healing.
All right. Where's my dice? There it is. All right. That's 13 points of healing.
13 points. It gets you up on your feet. So we're kind of just doing like a loose round sort of thing. So Orthox did something for this loose round. So Aaron, Gabriel, and Atreus, what are you guys doing as this house is starting to crumble around you?
I don't suppose there's any pieces of that thing left.
Yep.
Do a perception check.
Can I help him? Because I want to look too.
Sure. If you're helping, then Aaron gets advantage.
Myself.
Neat.
Yep. I get an advantage.
I guess I can roll to help, but I guess I'd be more looking of interest to us that was down here.
Okay.
It's 17.
17.
With advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 9. Doing great.
17 for me, too.
17. Okay. Aaron, you look around, and yes, there are bits of this creature around. Like, the armor pieces were enormous, so you find, like, half of a breastplate just impaled into one of the walls, just, like, glad that it didn't slice through you as it exploded.
That was...
Oh. I see it impaled into the wall, and can I tell Ortok to grab it? Oh, could you you're so strong. You wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
And concurrently, Aaron is saying that and also like walking towards the exit, which I guess is just up in the upwards direction.
Yeah, it was a stairway.
Yeah.
Well, also
is it still It's still there.
The stairs are kind of still there, but there definitely are holes forming in the ceiling to just kind of go straight up to if you can fly.
Yes, I will. Guess I'll do that. I'm out.
Okay.
I guess that'll be the thing I do.
Okay. Atreus, you rolled a 17.
Yep.
And what are you looking for exactly?
Just like, oh, is there anything else catch my eye that I just like snag it quick before we look it out?
Sure. You see there were some cords that were coming into this place they were like tubes, like glass-like tubes, but they're kind of like flexible, and they had a bluish light that was coursing through them. Now some of them are damaged. The tubes like severed from the wall, and a bluish fluid is like kind of spraying out of one of them. And when it hits the ground, it like sizzles like it's hot. But you do see that if you wanted to pick up one of those broken tubes without the fluid in it, you could certainly do that.
Yeah, I guess I'll just grab one of those.
Okay.
Then I guess I can, as we're making our way out, I'll ready like Thunder Step, I guess, and I can only save or attack. I can't carry Gabriel, so
Okay.
if we need it, I guess.
So you all start making your way up out of the house. Some of you flying, and others walking up the stairs. And big chunks of the rafters start collapsing down. I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Can I, like seeing it? Do I notice it about to happen before it does?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to use my armor to enlarge and catch it, and hold it up for everyone to get out.
So I'm gonna make this an initiative check to see if you react fast enough.
Okay. Nope, definitely not.
Okay, so you peer up, and unfortunately, because of that thought and like trying to like maybe think of using the spell instead of dodging out of the way, you automatically fail the dex check.
That'd have been cool. Crush.
So these huge rafter boards come flying down onto you guys. What was everyone's...
I just use Thunder Step and grab our attack and just... I saw Aaron fly out of a hole. I could kind of just...
Is that a reaction spell, or is it a bonus action?
You had it readied.
That's true. You did have it. You'd have it readied for like... You said I'm kind of having Thunder Step in my mind as I'm going.
Yeah, if it's too much, because I poked up the pipe, looked around, so if it's too much, that's fine. But
Thunder Step is a bonus action, so.
No, that's a regular.
Oh, it's an action.
It's just a regular spell. Yeah, I could use like quickened. I could use my meta magic.
Yeah, I'd say in order to do that, you'd have to quicken the spell. But you can certainly do that. So seeing these rafters fall down, Atreus, you're using Thunder Step with Ortok in your grasp?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So these
I did not roll well.
rafters fall down. Atreus, you notice with that readied, and grab Ortok real quick, and this burst of thunderous energy gets you out of the way. What was Aaron's dex check?
That was 15, Mike.
15?
15.
All right. That does not succeed. But you still take half because it's like an evasion thing. So you would have taken 14 points of bludgeoning damage, but instead you're taking 7. Gabriel takes the full 14.
I'm down again.
All right.
Where is,
Didn't I
where's
give you like
Gabriel and
exactly
Ritter?
13?
You gave me 13.
Damn it! Damn it!
Well, we have another round, I guess.
Yes, so
We have another round.
yes, you do. So Atreus and Ortok are outside. Since I believe, do you have to see where you're going for a thunderstep?
Yeah, you can go anywhere you can see. So I guess
Okay, so out the
But then I
window
have that-
probably.
yeah. So if there's something closer to the ground, that'd be good. A cape that can float, so I guess it would reduce our fall damage maybe a little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to say you made it. You teleported outside, seeing through one of the windows that was just blasted open. You're about 10 feet out the front door. And Gabriel was making his way up the basement stairs. And Aaron, you dodge out of the way, or try to dodge, like with your evasion, out of the way of one of the rafters, just kind of clipping one of your wings a little bit. And then you turn just in time to see Gabriel just like put his arms up to like basically try and block this, and then just like get just totally crushed and almost vanishes in the plume of dust that comes up around him. Also, Gabriel, you're as long as you're underneath this big rafter, you're considered restrained. So this next round, Aaron, the house still kind of collapsing around you. Gabriel under this big rafter. What do you do?
All right. Talk.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Can we see them? I guess or no?
You're out the house. Dude.
You're out of the house. Do a perception check.
Aaron definitely yells for Artok and does a U-turn? Does a barrel roll?
14.
Whatever it is I'm
Yep.
supposed to do.
I had 14 as well.
Oh my gosh, guys. So you look in, now seeing that the house is slightly ablaze and the fire is creeping along the walls. The smoke billowing, you just barely see Gabriel, like his arm just kind of like hanging out from underneath this huge board that has fallen down. And Aaron kind of hovering around, like looking like he's looking for help.
Oh shit, Aaron, use the decanter to fight the fire. And then Ortok's gonna run in. And
That's not how the saying goes. I should use the necklace of fireballs to fight fire with. No, you're right. The decanter.
if you blow it up again, it'll buy us time. Again, it like starts over again. You're a genius.
Oh, I know.
So-
No, Aaron.
So I'm
Aaron
gonna
can
run
start.
in. Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't know what.
I don't know where we are in the order right
turn
now.
is it right
so-
now?
It's free floating, like just as long as
Oh, yeah.
each person gets a thing to do. Yeah.
Well,
Ortok's
can
gonna try
Aaron-
to get in there.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Aaron's gonna fly straight back down to. Is Gabriel accessible in any way?
Yeah, just like an arm and a leg is just kind of like hanging out from underneath this pile of debris.
Sweet. So, Aaron would want to try to do a few things. We shall see how many is capable. Yes. Okay. So, on hands, he'll grab an arm and give Gabriel at least one hit point to just kind of come back to.
Okay. Gabriel, you come to
quick.
consciousness with a pile of shit on top of you.
I go through this, and I go Ngoju, and I go as my size doubles and my weight octuples.
Oh God, he's exploding too!
I know we should have used the necklace.
So lay on hands. So you're just growing now all of a sudden.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So that Aaron notices this, and okay, he must know what he's doing, and puts the rope back that he was starting to get out, and takes out the decanter instead. Yeah, Aaron will firefight at this moment.
Okay. You just I mean just fire or sorry, water puts out the fire, so it's like and no check or anything. You just from your current vantage point, like I'd say like your corner of the house, like from your perspective right here, has been put out and there's no fire hazard in this spot. So there's still parts of the house that are on fire. Ortok, you see that Aaron takes your suggestion and suddenly see Gabriel just like grow in physical size. The big piece of wood that's on top of him just like rolls off to the side. And Gabriel, you are free. In fact, you're so tall that even standing in the basement, it is like barely a step to get out. So I'll say with that, you guys easily fly or bash through various walls to get back to the outside with your huge size or your wings, and find yourselves on the sidewalk of the busy. Well, this was later at night. This was like 8-9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you come out to see just like crowds of people watching this building burn down and see you guys escape. Everyone's just kind of like murmuring amongst each other. And for now, you don't see any sort of like official response from some sort of golem or city official just yet. So what are you guys doing as you have made it outside of Lotto's workshop?
I'm gonna hit us
Aaron.
all with a mask cure wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to Aaron. I'm gonna be like, Aaron, I feel like maybe we've attracted some attention, and I know you're sneaky, and we might get in a little bit of trouble. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to put that ring on, so
Everyone gets
that
fortune.
maybe
Okay.
if we get in trouble, not all of us get in trouble, in case some of us need to be broken out of the trouble. That makes sense.
Can do that, but would the ring not get us into more trouble if people knew what it was?
Well, isn't
Depends
the
who comes.
golem supposed to not see it? Like if the golem shows up, then you can.
Is the golem not supposed to see that?
Doesn't the ring make the
you
golem
remember
not
that?
see you?
The ring has basically made it, as far as you could tell, invisible to the golem's vision.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Sucker is on.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I'm like, if we want to sit here for 10 minutes, I could heal us a little more.
I think maybe we should go somewhere else and sit there for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Hey, there's a lovely bar just over the way.
Yeah,
We
let's
just
go
were.
over the way.
The White Horse Inn, isn't it?
It is. Oh, look, it is. The way.
Is that
You
the
have
one?
14,
that we're-
right?
White
Yep.
horse.
14 health, yes, is what you all get.
Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Sweet. So as the boys do that, can Aaron pull in Assassin's Creed and like meld in with the crowd?
Oh,
There are
sure.
a group of priests walking by.
just make a stealth check.
42.
Close. It's 24.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, in the crowd of people, you kind of shuffle some common clothes out of your pack and just
I do have Solarian clothing.
yeah.
I do own that.
So you just kind of slip that on casually and slowly work your way through the crowd, basically vanishing. The rest of you mingle and push your way through all these people, finding your way to the White Horse Inn. And just find a table on the inside. It has seemingly emptied a little, as there are a lot of people like, oh, what's going on? And they kind of just wander outside. Well, there's still patrons that are just like, it's a fire, who cares? And yeah, you find your way in. What would you guys like to do?
Perhaps we should head back up to our room and, did we get a room here? I can't remember. It feels like it's been days.
I think we did last night, right? Not.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
we rented
leave
rooms
today.
outside the city, didn't we?
It was outside the city, yeah. It wasn't here. It was at
Oh, that's right.
that random inn.
Oh yeah, the one out. Yeah. Maybe let's get a room and sit there for 10 minutes.
Okay. So you guys find, let's see here. You find the svelte gnome that runs the place, and Selvig, and get a room from him. He charges you 3 gold pieces.
Bastard.
Ooh, do you guys have? Aaron's not with you. Do you have 3 gold pieces?
Shit. I have one. You guys, I have one.
Oh yeah, I got 3.
Okay. You can need my one.
I can what?
Do you need me to give you the one that I have?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep
So
it.
yeah, I'll give the guy 3
It's kinda
or
weird.
whoever.
Okay. You find your way up to a well-furnished hotel room. It's got a couple beds. It's got an actual bathroom with running water, and it is probably one of the best rooms that you guys have ever rented. Kind of with plush chairs and seats and rugs, and a beautiful view. Now just marked with a little extra light from the flame that's burning off on the opposite side of the market square.
All right. I guess we should chill here for a little bit. Where's Aaron?
Did we see him like sneak off, or did he just?
He just went.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he'll find his way
If we
back.
see him sneak up.
Or I guess. No.
That's a no. That's gonna be a no for me.
You know who I am.
I don't know where Aaron is, but I have this tube. Look
The what?
out the tube. See if anyone knows. I'm guessing there's no blue stuff in it anymore, huh?
No, it is free of the whatever fluid was in it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll like get anything useful out of this or not.
Ortok, did
You
did
recognize
Ortok
this
end
at
up
all,
grabbing
Gabriel?
Did you end up grabbing the breastplate that was lodged in the wall?
No, I totally forgot.
Okay.
We can go back. It'll be fine.
I mean, yeah, we were gonna do that, and then our friend got, crushed by rubble, and then becomes 14 times his size. Hey, did you come back down, or are you still just outside the inn?
You would have.
knees to.
Looking into our room.
I would have gone because otherwise I'd have fallen through the ceiling.
Probably.
This is true. Oh no. This is a problem.
I'm just picturing Gabriel like knees to chest, like hugging his knees, sitting on the ground in the alley next to the inn, just like looking into the room.
Yeah. So, as you guys are trying to figure out where Aaron is and are discussing what you are going to do next in your room.
I'm casting. Fear. No.
Ah! Everybody is a scourge. They don't know what of.
Sourceless fear.
Prayer of healing.
Okay.
Meantime. It takes 10 minutes to do so at 3rd level.
About halfway through your prayer, you all hear kind of a crackle. And apparating out of nothing
Ah, shit.
in the middle of the room is a black-robed man with a breastplate, black hair, imperious features. And he looks around. I figured it was you.
What did you figured what was
It's Grandel, right?
we've been here all night.
It's Archmage Rydell, yes. He replaces his wand, puts it back into his coat. I know everything that goes on in my city. Don't play coy.
I'd much rather play dice. You wanna play? We've been really bored. So
He he looks like just really annoyed and then turns over to somebody else.
alright, fine, whatever. I'm really good at dice, so
Looks over at Atreus, says, "So, what is your purpose in destroying public property?"
I don't think we destroyed it. We were walking past on our way to the inn, and I heard some noises down in there, so we just carefully. There's a robot shooting flames at us. I'm sure you can see that we're all scorched.
I can see that. So, this was a botched investigation.
I want to see if.
Well, we found out what was making the noise. I don't know if we found out what we were looking for.
I think that's really a win for the day.
Is Aaron
No.
trying to make his way back to this room?
Sure.
You have the observant feat, so you definitely saw where your friends went.
Certainly. Yeah, I am not, though. I want to see if anything is being done about staking out the wreckage at the moment.
Okay,
Where the crowd is. Yeah.
make a perception check.
Sure. Perception 16. 20. Math. 24.
24. So, a few minutes later, you hear this loud stomping as these stone golems approach. And they, carrying in their hands, under each armor, are these, huge barrels of water. And they walk up to the place, start pouring it on, stomping out various aspects of the fire. They pass you right up, just not even noticing your presence. Clearing certain people out. They don't speak, but they just kind of use their hands and clear people away from the premises.
Okay. I would like to. Oh, I'd like to wait to see if they're going to set a watch or if they just put everything out and go back whence they came. If the coast is clear, Aaron wants to try and scavenge for evidence.
Okay. After they seem to put the fire out, which does take a little while, 15 minutes or so, eventually one of them leaves. The other one stands there, turns around, and kind of just keeps people away from the place.
Okay. Is it possible? So Aaron's looking out at the whole scene. Is it possible to go into the wreckage unseen by even the bystanders, or is it pretty much everyone's got their eyes glued on everything right now?
I mean, there's a lot of people watching, but it's also a corner shop, so there's other buildings around it that you could try and like slip behind to get to this building, like from behind, or in the alley or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I do want to try and get at least one of those armor pieces that still looks like one of those armor pieces.
Mm-hmm. Sure. All right, we'll get to that. And back to the inn. At the inn, the Archmage is still just listening.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask him a question. So you didn't sound or seem too surprised that we ran into a giant robot down there. I mean, were you aware of this?
No. I can't see everywhere. Just know when interesting things happen. So, if you were attacked by some sort of construct, I would like to hear about it.
Well, let's say we were attacked by a construct. Why would you be so interested in said construct if we were even attacked by a construct?
Because there are constructs out in the world destroying our reputation. And I would like to know if there are any within my city. They are very dangerous.
Alright, to be fair, we did get jumped by a construct. The thing to possibly be aware about that we did not know about, and I'm not sure if Gabriel knows about either, is that after beating it within an inch of its life, it exploded. They seem to be walking bombs, if they decide to be.
His eyes just get like a little bit bigger. Although he keeps his composure pretty well. That's not great. Can you do that? And he looks at Gabriel.
That's not a function I have.
Darn. I'd hoped...
Darn, you want him to explode?
No, I just thought that maybe this would reveal something more about what is going on.
I mean, we have our
He
mission.
should be, in my opinion, he was probably guarding the last piece of evidence that could give us answers and destroyed it in the process in an attempt to take out the investigation.
And what exactly are you trying to investigate? What did you think going down there would get you?
To be honest, I just went there to see if my wife was still there, as you said. But the containment unit was ripped out by the look of it, and then we were swiftly attacked by the construct.
I'm sorry, my information wasn't good. Okay, back to Aaron. As you try and slip back into the alley and make your way towards Lotto's shop without being detected by people or the golem, I'd like you to make a stealth check, please.
25.
Ha
Cannot roll lower than a 10. It's in the rules at this point.
That's insane.
yeah.
Okay, so guys, I can't explain to you how both amazingly awesome it is that you guys are level 15 and I'm running a 15th level game, but I can't explain to you how amazingly frustrating it is.
Be like, why do I even ask?
Why do I even ask people to
Right.
make checks anymore?
That's natural one.
We have legendary actions.
Pretty
too,
much.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh
You just
my
choose
God.
to not be seen.
So, this is the city. This is your type of territory. You just find your way through the alley, being, not even necessarily being stealthy like no one sees you, but no one notices this casual-looking person going about their business, and go undetected all the way through these back alleys and find yourself behind Lotto's shop. The fire still out, the smoke tickling your nose a little bit. Still a little not necessarily difficult to breathe, it's just like a little uncomfortable as you get a little too close here. And find that the majority of the house has basically collapsed. And just a few of the metal pieces on the exterior are still left up this kind of skeleton of a house on the outside. So you're going down there to look for evidence.
Essentially, yeah. I suppose any of the parts of the construct that attacked us, or anything else that is of importance. I don't suppose any of that liquid that Atreus seemed so keen on is kept anywhere.
Sure, make a perception check.
Sure.
That sweet, sweet blue juice.
Ooh, that's a good roll. Natural 18 plus 8, I think. Yeah, so 26.
Ooh.
26.
It was a good roll. 18 plus 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Mitch, we're doing the kind of stuff that Aaron's good at. So
Yeah.
don't feel too bad.
I don't feel bad. I'm just for some reason this week has been really long for me, so it feels like I haven't played in forever. So I'm just sitting here going, wait, he can roll that high? My brain is just things are just, my
What are we
neurons
even doing?
are not connecting
Oh, and-
properly.
An untouched shelf of blue liquid, vials of blue liquid.
Okay.
And a perfectly kept journal. How nice.
Okay, so you find a myriad of parts of this construct. Fractured breastplates, pauldrons, pieces of leg, and various other things just strewn about. That's easy to find. With that high of a check, you do find that some of these tubes that were coming through the walls were coming through the foundation, so they were kind of protected. And there's now just basically if someone left the garden hose on, there's just a trickle of this bluish liquid pouring out of the wall.
Okay. I don't remember if I have any empty vials. Is that a thing I would carry? Let's see.
Well, if you took any potions recently, you'd have an empty potion bottle, right?
Yeah, I suppose. What happens to potion bottles? What's the recycling like in your universe, Mitch?
Well, if it's anything like Milwaukee recycling,
No.
well.
Yeah, throw out your car window.
Oh, terrible. Yeah, if I have a vial, If I find one, if there's one laying around, would like to get some. If
Okay.
anything, I could use up an oil flask. If you want me to do that, I'll dump out an oil flask. and do
Just
that.
so I'm not
Good
like
oil.
saying, so I'm not saying, so I'm not giving out too many gimmies. I'm gonna say you will have to empty something to get a vial.
It's fair. Let's see. Yes,
Superior
I
healing.
will empty. Right, seriously.
Superior healing potion.
How Aaron knows this, but Matt is forgetting. Is anti-poison that stops you from getting poisoned, or does that
It cures.
heal?
Yeah, it heals a current poison.
Okay. I'll empty an oil flask.
Okay. Yeah, just boom. It's back.
Well,
It's on fire again.
Where did Aaron go?
There he is.
Oh my god.
It's like never his fault. It's his fault, but it's never like intention.
Oh my god.
It's usually not the intention. Okay, yes, I'll grab a vial of that stuff and something easy and obvious, like a piece of the armor.
Okay.
So something concealable, just something that is very obviously from this thing, but not for breastplate, perhaps.
Sure. So you find like a broken pauldron and can conceal it in your clothing well enough. And are you doing anything else down here?
No, I mean, is that I assume that's all I see, really. Like, I'm trying to think if is anything undamaged, I guess? Like, anything oddly, like, still good? Like,
That's a good question. You look around with the perception check. Don't need to roll again. You look around. Basically, the entirety of the house has been just like blackened with soot from the explosion. There's nothing that's oddly undamaged. There are like bits of metal around that are not from the construct. It's like, materials that he had laying around, or tiny trinkets that he had made that are now just like melted or deformed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, with that then. Okay, one last thing. Because the paranoia is setting in, Aaron's going to cast Divine Sense.
Sure. You cast
Just to check.
Yeah. You cast Divine Sense. You look around, just preparing yourself for the worst, but you do not detect anything.
Okay. Cool. Then I'll make myself... if I know which... Well, I don't know the room they're staying in, do I? Unless I was that observant. Cool.
Yeah. So you're heading out?
Yeah, I will sneak back and just kind of casually make my way back to the inn.
Okay. So you slowly make your way back. We'll go back to the inn. At the inn, the Archmage still standing there. He kind of paces back and forth a little bit. So no more new information. Just that one was in my city.
Is there any, any major differences that you would know between the constructs that are of trouble to you, versus just like the destruction they're causing?
Not that I've seen.
So, just, I guess random question, but if you're not the one in charge of them, and Lotto's not the one in charge, do you have any leads on who might be the one behind all of them leaving the city and attacking Oakhurst? And if this one could be a dormant or forgotten, who knows?
They haven't been in the city at all since they left.
And all 7 left.
Presumably. That's what preliminary reports say. But know that 2 of our scouts died trying to see what was going on in Oakhurst.
Vilmir was working with someone else. I don't know who, though. The individual seemed impatient with his progress.
Lotto has not been forthcoming with any information.
That's because he's more afraid of this person than he is of you.
Likely.
Which means he believes this person is resourceful enough to break into prison to kill him. And then get out.
Which is why I told Archmage Loon that house arrest was a terrible idea.
Of course, I mean, that's assuming that this person has a reason to kill Lotto, which means that Lotto potentially has not told the whole story.
He's definitely not told the whole story.
Should we talk to him again, perhaps? What do you guys think? Not you, Archmage. Although I do appreciate your input, but I want to check with the squad. Should we talk
I
to Lotto?
think perhaps more direct measures will need to be taken to extract information from Lotto. And I will head that up myself.
Yeah, we appreciate your opinion. There's a storm animus matter right now. So just let us. We're going to wait for Aaron. We'll make a decision and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
A few minutes later, Aaron does just stroll in.
Oh, Aaron, you made it back.
Well, hello, Archmage, and he'll give the Archmage a very, obnoxiously formal bow.
He looks at you like Harry Potter just walked into Severus Snape's classroom. It's just like, Wayland.
Lord Momo of the Momo Dynasty.
Your Momoness.
I don't suppose I could thank you for this display of pyromania.
I would, as much as I would love to take the credit, it was in fact a construct, and I'll throw the pauldron down in front of him.
He'll pick it up and just... Well, you can probably knock one off your list of 7.
Perhaps. This one was a fixture in the home, it seems. If they're all like this, in which case there might not be an Oakhurst left to save. We'll find out.
Well, I suggest you complete your mission quickly.
Aaron,
Do we have your word then that we are acquitted of any charges that might befall us? We were at the scene, more or less. Clearly, we are innocent of any sort of arson or malicious intent.
He looks like all of you down and gives it a long, uncomfortable pause. You are forgived for this particular transgression. The property damage will be covered by the state, all in return for you not speaking about what you saw underneath.
Like I mentioned, we were here the entire night.
Good to hear. I look forward to hearing what you discover in Oakhurst and hope that you can remedy our particular problem. Good day. And he vanishes in thin air.
All right, so you find anything, Aaron? Anything big, small?
Did he take the? I assume he took the piece of armor.
No, he left it.
I found there's pieces of that thing around, and Atreus, I noticed you grabbed a tube with some of that stuff. So I procured more of it for you in case we need to figure out what it is or what it's for. Gabriel, perhaps you need to see it as well. I don't know anything about any of this. It seems important. Here's a vial of it. Talk. Is there a mini bar up here?
I don't know. There's so much up here. I've never really experienced before. Is there a minibar?
Yes, there's a mini bar. Absolutely.
Well, that looks like it's like a bar, but it's smaller, which makes
Does my
sense.
prayer of healing
No.
pop off?
Yes, your prayer of healing has since popped.
Cool.
So you all get.
Okay.
That's not too happy. 14.
Okay. Sweet.
14 points.
Before Ortok and I feel like Ortok starts going for the minibar, and Aaron says, "Wait," and he's cast Detect Magic to make sure there's no some sort of trap to make us pay more if we lift up. I check for traps on the minibar.
You casting Detect Magic?
I am.
Yes, that's so sweet. Okay, so there is no magic on the minibar. However, for some reason, the door does.
Ooh. Do I get a sense of what kind of magic it is?
Enchant.
Legally speaking, I get to know the school, but okay. This door. First of all, that very tiny ale is up for grabs. All yours.
Oh yes. Ortok grabs. Ortok drinks.
Um,
Ortok grabs and
Also, note that you notice that. I mean, you see that all of your friends, have various magical items on them. But you also notice that the key that you were given to enter this room is also enchanted.
Right. I assume the key is like. Let's say we left it in the door and on the nightstand. I don't know. Why magical people? Said Atreus and Gabriel. Why is the door enchanted and the key enchanted and just are we being spied on? That's all are we being spied on?
I think it's so that only we can get in.
Lovely. Why was there a strange robed man I don't like very much?
Through the door
In-
anyway.
Oh, right. Don't use the door.
He did not.
Magic. And he starts walking towards the minibar.
they have
Magic.
little mini ale bottles. It's incredible.
The boomerang.
Yes.
They
And
must be
that's for all-
spun by gnomes or something. It's incredible. Never seen a bottle so tiny.
Can I take a look at the bottle of electricity, essentially?
Sure. You look at
Can
this
I
bottle.
Can I discern what it is?
Sure. Make an investigation check or an Arcana check, your choice.
Could I help him too? I
Yeah.
guess, or I guess I'll.
Or you can do it
help
yourself.
him.
Alright. I got a 17.
17.
Oh, natural one.
Natural one. Atreus, I mean, the dice have actually done a good job here. Atreus, you don't make any sense of this, but Gabriel, you notice that this is essentially the power system that Solaria uses. It's a bottle of what they call aether. It's just a special kind of energy
Okay. I'm gonna drink it.
You ever done speed?
Gabriel's like growing and shrinking super.
Gabriel
Big small.
runs through the window.
Suddenly, he's basically just like Go-Go Gadget, like
Everything.
concrete.
Everything.
What's that thing? Where they break
Jackhammer?
concrete with jackhammer? Yeah. Just around the room.
He's calling himself Optimus Prime and bending into pretzels. It's weird what he's doing.
Gabriel, can you calm down?
I was kidding. I do not.
I assume he doesn't drink it, right?
But they
I'm trying to think what is it Jarvis that says like when Thor hits Iron Man with lightning? Just,
Oh yeah, power
Power
at
at
300%.
Capacity. How about that?
yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you guys doing? You have this vial of aether, and
I don't think I need to tell anyone to not drink this.
So Gabriel, the other constructs are powered by this, but you're powered by like is it a soul stone?
I believe so. That, and I'm pretty sure this stuff powers the city shield.
Wait, that blue stuff is a shield.
It runs throughout the entire city.
I've never seen it before.
It's buried. It was underground, so we can assume the lines are underground.
Oh, so those tubes. That's.
Oh yeah, I'll
cool.
show. Well, Gabriel saw the tuber.
Seems like overkill, but I mean, whatever. I've never built a city.
Oh, is this? I don't think we've seen this in just other places. Have we seen like tubes with this kind of? Have we seen these kinds of power sources like just sitting around in like wherever?
No, not really.
So we
I
might
mean-
safely assume it's not necessarily for public consumption. It might power what the public uses, perhaps, but can't imagine that everyone has access to this.
Gabriel, since you're basically from here, make a quick history check.
History check. 15.
15.
Checking storm.animus.wiki /select.
Yeah. Rip.
So, you know that this stuff is highly valuable, takes a lot of time to create and to charge. It's a fluid that carries energy around and then is drained of its energy as it passes by something that uses it and then gets circulated back. So this stuff is charged. It is unused.
It wasn't detected, like it's not magical, right? I detect it as
Oh, I should mention that it has like a vague magical presence to it, but it doesn't have like a specific school of magic. It's just kind of like a
It's charged, like
amorphous
you said,
magic
yeah.
charge. Yeah.
Is it mental? Yes.
Gabriel, the rest that you know about this particular substance is that, yes, the government tends to use it more for high power things like the shield, for various public works projects like moving vast amounts of water from one location to another, or the sewer system and things like that. And lastly, you know that it is carefully rationed out to the public, to specific people, for experimentation and usage in focused projects. And that
how much do we
generally generally you also have to be like kind of like higher class to get that sort of treatment. You've got a oil vial worth, so it's it's like this tall and
2,500 golds, right?
like that big around.
Let's get back there. Get some more of this shit.
Well, what we have here is very, very, very valuable. For one.
Surprised he left it with us.
Well, it didn't look like the thing it was powering was removed gracefully.
Right, because this was going into a tank. It wasn't necessarily powering the construct that attacked us entirely.
Okay.
What was that? Did you come from that tank?
I remember being in something just prior to death, or something close to it. One of the two. A little hard to decipher.
Well, I have a quick question. So Lotto had a bunch of this stuff, and you said it's really valuable. But I wouldn't necessarily consider him like someone that's super rich and famous. Do you think maybe he got this stuff from somebody, kind of like under the table, perhaps?
This isn't the type of thing that is under the table-able.
All right.
Not that
So,
as far as I can tell.
Or I figured that maybe somebody might have leveraged Lotto's genius to build constructs for them by shuffling this stuff to him. And they might be super rich and powerful, which is why he's concerned of them. But maybe not.
I think we'll find more answers in Oakhurst.
All right. So we're not going to talk to Lotto again.
do we have anything to leverage against him?
I mean, we could say we found this shit.
I think
Was I there when the Archmages talked about essentially saying he was going to torture him?
well, he didn't say anything even under a truth spell. But
I don't remember what the ordering was, Matt.
I don't think I was in the room when he said that.
Yeah.
In fact, I wasn't because I pretty much gave him the pauldron. He left.
Yes.
Thing.
I think you're right.
Bamfed out. How long does attunement take? Can you remind me of that?
Short rest.
An hour. Okay. Right. It's like 1 a.m.
It's late. It's like
time.
maybe 11. Yeah, you guys have been doing a lot.
Okay.
The shield has since gone down and is back up for the night.
Right. Yeah, that ship has. Well, no, it hasn't.
That shit stayed on the ground.
come back. It's gone.
Damn it!
But how?
Right. Well, I suppose there's nothing to do but stop, have a good, strong breakfast, drink, and we'll have to leave in the morning.
Yeah, I say let's do that. Let's do. Oh my goodness! Is this a tiny bottle of rum?
Oh, Mitch, can I make some kind of check to see if I know if in emergency situations this aether is given to stone golems or other constructs in emergencies, like a combat stim almost?
No, you know it's actually it's really dangerous to handle.
Okay, so bomb.
Yes.
So this shit goes haywire when thrown or applied improperly, is essentially what I know. Or
You ever ground yourself when you touch a power line?
Hmm.
You guys regularly touch power lines?
Well,
just
yeah,
my electric fence in the backyard.
Great. Just for funsies.
Sorry, that was more funny than I. It wasn't that funny to you, but it was really funny to me.
Oh, it's
I
great.
heard it's been a
Imagine
long
what
week.
movie. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what movie that was when the dude was like peeing near one, and then he turned and peed into the electric fence, and it like.
Oh,
Whew.
Do you remember that scene? It's
I
from
do.
something. I just can't remember.
yeah. Mythbusters did a thing on that though, where they were like, "Is that even possible?" And-
Probably not,
Really
but-
unlikely.
Yeah,
Sure,
it's
okay.
possible. It's yeah. Your stream needs to be impeccable.
Heck,
Impeccable.
Good to know.
oh my god.
Oh, bless that show. Asking the hard questions. I love it. Oh,
All right.
Oh, that's probably the worst thing. That's probably the dumbest thing I've said. Like, just ever. But
something
yeah.
I would say. I'm proud.
Oh, it's on the internet.
Fantastic.
It's never gonna be gone. No, it's
Hello,
here
internet.
forever. Hello, welcome
Gonna go
to
viral.
welcome to Wiener Puns.
Oh no.
You could be in a much worse part of the internet.
All right.
Where the actual wieners are.
Wait, the internet has free porn?
That's what the internet's for. They wrote a song about this. I don't know where you've been.
Apparently not on the internet.
Oh, okay. That was fun. All right, what's going on?
We're going to bed.
Welcome to
It's
our
time for
TikTok.
nappies.
Yep.
Oh, nappy time. Okay.
I
um,
think just making sure I'm attuned to all the right crap because I can only have 3 things. How am I supposed to be Batman when I can only attune to 3 things at once?
I know your tool belt's supposed to have everything on it.
I know.
That's true.
Could ask a particular person to tinker things so they aren't magical.
Where am I supposed to find that?
It's Ortalk. The sword is now dull. Here you go.
Oh
We go
no.
with to recharge it.
Okay, so you guys head to bed. The night goes by without anything going on. The cool air kind of creeps through the window, and you awaken the next morning, fully rested and ready to go. I'll say it's about an hour before the shield goes down, and you guys are able to leave, if you so desire. So, what would you guys like to do, Storm Animus?
What's the buffet like?
I cast Insect Plague.
Why?
The buffet is amazing. There's everything from eggs, bacon, crepes for some reason. They like crepes around here. And various types of porridge and just it's a big spread. This place knows what they're doing.
Beautiful. I'll take that, grab a mimosa, and enjoy breakfast to start.
Nice. So you hear as you're downstairs, back in the regular bar
Yes.
area, you hear like people just like
Gathering
speaking back and forth, just like, yeah, did you hear about the fire last night? Like, just a lot of those places burned down, and nobody seems to have like really any extra information that don't already know, since like you were there. But roll a perception check for me once.
All of us?
Just I mean, Aaron specifically said he's listening for.
Natural 20.
Woo!
Natural 20.
Indeed.
The bad guy's there. And he's like, hey,
It's
I'm the bad guy.
Sparky Boom Man. Yes.
Kill him now.
There's a guy that's he's a dwarf, and is just having breakfast. Looks like he's probably it's probably like a dock worker, and
Such a high class. Isn't this like the highest class place?
it is.
Hey, it's a nice doc.
It's a good dock.
You know,
It's an up dock.
what's up, Doc? The stream of consciousness is strong today, guys. It is strong.
An impeccable stream.
Oh God!
Puns make me angry. Why?
Oh. Well,
Well,
it's
I've
not.
had
It's
enough.
not. It's not shocking. It really isn't.
Perfect. Oh.
Okay. All right, I've lost track of time again. I blacked out for a second.
No,
what are we
we're-
doing?
The dwarf.
Okay, so the
the
dwarf.
bad
Yeah.
guy.
Okay.
He's
So
the bad guy.
the dwarf is complaining. He's
the bad
talking to another a human male next to him, and he's just like, I can't believe that they just one of their highest officials is just laying around doing nothing. Of course, he's just. It makes this place look weak. Honestly, they should elect a new archmage and then just be done with it. I don't understand. And then the guy next to him is just like, have a little compassion, man. He's sick. And the dwarf just says, sick or not, we need strong leadership here. So, Archmage Cineas, he needs to quit. I understand he's sick. He just should quit.
They being secretive at all, or is this something
this
that
is-
multiple people could?
No, he's not being secretive. He's just kind of speaking this aloud.
Excellent. All right, Aaron will walk up to them, like with his plate full of crepes, and strawberries.
Yeah.
Indeed. I couldn't help but overhearing. Who is sick? Is he here? Is it the food? Should I not be eating these?
If you eat too
It's like
many,
still.
if you eat too many of those, you might get sick. It's too much sugar.
But is this
for
what
me.
happened? Is this what happened to that archmage feller?
Oh, you don't?
These?
Are you new in town? You don't know?
Oh, you're visiting me cousin. Yes.
Your cousin, I see. Well, Archmage Cineas has been sick for some time. Don't really know exactly when. They don't tell us too much about what goes on up there. But he's been sick for at least maybe 6 months, something like that. Getting worse, they say.
Oh, and teared. My auntie says bee stings. That'll do the trick every time.
Bee
That helps us.
stings.
Try it.
Hey, you said you're just walking away? Is that what you're saying?
Essentially, yeah. Bee stings.
Bee stings, just walks away. And, you got the perception to kind of just, like, look over your shoulder a little inconspicuously and see, like, he's got this, like, who the hell is that dude sort of look on his face. And then like returns to like looks over to his friend and just like, yeah. And then returns to his meal.
I will find my compatriots wherever they are.
They eventually make their way down for breakfast. And so, what would you guys like to do this morning?
All right. What we try to? Did the shield come down already? You guys know.
In about an hour.
About an hour. Let's find Lannery, and I don't know if we can do that in an hour. Otherwise, we can hang around for the day and then leave at night or something. Like I don't. That's fine.
We
Fine,
should
Leonard.
definitely. It's going to take a while to get. It's like a continent away. We should go. First, have you tried these crepes?
And
Like
I take two of them and
pancakes.
I shove them in my face, and I try them, and they are real good. Oh
Dude,
my god!
is it
I'm
like
bad.
just the crepe? Because like usually you have crepes with like you put like shit in it, but you just have like just the thin, like floppy crepe.
These are really good. These are elvish. Makes this shit
Jim.
crepe.
Indeed. Try it next time, perhaps. Just suggestion. They have some lovely berries and looks like cream, but they've like whipped it. Very. Just trust me.
Or talk.
I
eats
can't
another
even
two
tonight,
crepes.
guys. I'm sorry. I can't even.
We spent half an hour describing and trying crepes in our minds.
And now I want grapes.
I want crepes tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
crepes. No,
And
it's my crepe.
I want it now.
All right,
It's
what
so
is this?
dangerous. I live less than 5 minutes away from an insomnia cookies, and I
Oh.
could at any given time get cookies.
Oh,
Bastards.
they're such good
Those
cookies.
bastards.
Damn it, cookies.
Anyways,
All right, these are very good. I'll give you that. He eats another two, and then while talking, well, this is really good. I think that we need to find Lannery and get moving, because as you said, we need to go about half a continent away. Yeah.
Well,
Did you guys
Lannery's
have
at the
everything?
ship,
Wait, what?
I think, right? We left Lannery at the ship.
I
think.
don't remember.
Lannery's at the
Probably.
ship. Yeah.
All right, let's head back to the ship. If we can get there in an hour, maybe she'll be ready to go. That'd be great. We can get an early start to the adventure.
Okay. You guys heading out?
adventure.
Aaron, I'm not like trying to metagame or anything. Are you sharing the information you gathered, or are you keeping that to yourself?
I was going to share that for sure.
Okay.
The Archmage. The
Sorry, tonight's
other
like
Archmage we haven't.
I'm super scatterbrained, so it's just
Oh, it's good.
just trying to get things evened out. Okay, so you're heading to the ship.
Yeah.
And you find your way to the docks, which, as usual, very busy, especially right before a shield opening / closing. Everyone's getting their ships ready to depart, and there's a big line of ships outside of the shield ready to come back in. And there's a hustle and bustle here that's familiar. You find the Animus with the good captain relatively sober, which is strange, but she is not without drink in hand, and you see that she has made the ship look pretty spick and span, as you guys have spent a good, I believe, 2 days kind of going about your business. And she definitely drank away at least one of those days. But then went to went to work. I mean, it is her baby, so she does take care of the ship pretty well. And now that she has a deckhand in the form of Urkmul, you like come aboard and find Urkmul swabbing the decks, and she's just like, "Yeah, you get to it, Urkmul, and you know, maybe there'll be something in it for you, little coin-wise, when you're done." And Urkmul's like, "Oh, you know, you don't have any gold." And she's just like,
You know you don't have any gold.
We'll talk about it later. Okay, good to see you. Are we leaving today? Please say we're leaving today.
Yeah, we're leaving
Please.
today. As soon as that shoots up, we're out of here.
Oh, thank gosh. It's just that all these people. Hey! And he sees like some people like retying some of the mooring lines like on the front and the back of the ship, like on the dock side, and they're just like, "Hey, don't let us just float off!" And just like she seems just like in really a nitpicky mood, and just is on everyone's case. So where are we going?
Yeah.
Oakhurst. Well, we were there a while ago, right?
Yep. Yep. A while ago. Yep.
Great. So just we'll leave when the shield's open. We'll be ready to go. She takes a little bit of a pull. Ooh, you ever have this black stinky stuff? They call it coffee.
Does it make you cough?
Well, I mean, so far it's been pretty good for my throat.
Huh.
Is this a common drink, or is this just like something new that we come across?
You've probably seen it
Or new
around.
for her?
You've seen coffee around, but it's new to her for some reason.
In fact, I've definitely asked Yondala to make us coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never touched this stuff.
Oh, there's this, good captain. There's this Arendelian. Arendelish.
Is that some kind of lizard?
Aridelian. Right. There's this Aridelian liqueur, tastes of fine chocolate that you would absolutely just love to add to this here drink.
I could ask you to marry me right now. She takes another big
Don't
pull.
do it. He will do it.
Don't touch him.
We're not gonna do this again.
As a captain of a ship, I am legally obliged to perform these things.
I don't think you can.
Getting married. I don't know enough about it, and that coffee that you're drinking is technically considered an addictive substance. And Landry, I'm a little concerned that you're drinking it.
Addictive. I can hold my own just fine.
Addictive. Okay. Fair enough.
I can quit at any time. And she
Time I want
to
to,
your
I
brewery.
just don't want to. Yeah. Speaking of, Aaron does turn to Lannery and says that I almost got married once. It was just terrible, but perhaps keep that in mind.
Oh.
Again, I was drugged. Talk. What did you get the? I point to the blue floaty crystals.
Yeah.
Did you get these recharged here? Are we fueled?
Yeah, they're good to go.
What? How do they do that?
I don't know. I tell him to do it, I leave, and I show back up.
Lovely. Okay. Nothing bad ever happens with them.
No. Why the sudden concern with my ship, Aaron?
It's such a lovely vessel, and it now has a brewery on it as well. It's now two things. It's a ship. It's a brewery.
This thing
It
is a
houses the souls of
luxury.
many people.
Wait, what did you say? The thing with the people and the souls. Like me, my soul
just
is in
saying
this
it's,
ship. My soul is very much in this ship.
Hey, that's exactly what I mean. I'm sure every crew person you've ever had has really put their soul into this ship, and several others as well.
That's what I expect of a crew of mine.
Indeed.
What
More
they
than
say,
more than you
really
might know.
put blood, sweat, and soul into the work that you do, right?
Right.
Captains don't cry, obviously, so you have to replace the tears with something else.
I mean,
Soul,
hey,
sweat, and tears.
I'm not going to begrudge anyone that shows a little bit of emotion in their life. I'm just saying that right now. Sometimes I come up out of my quarters in the morning, stout in hand, see the sunrise, and just a couple tears come right out of my eye. And Urkmul here washes it off the deck, right, Urkmul? And he goes over there.
Like a blubbering baby, this one.
Urkmul, how's that brew coming? How is everything?
He's got like this bucket of like swamp water that that he's using to wash the decks with, and he's just like, it looks good. Looks into the bucket. Yeah.
The beer
Oh!
downstairs.
It's looking pretty sweet. Give
Oh,
it. Yeah.
okay. We'll have to toast as soon as we take off. I'm excited to hear in detail exactly what it is, the alcohol contents, the way that you made it, the different flavor profiles, what kind of hops, where'd you get it in the city, like all the new connections you made. If you bought any new brewing materials, we still using wood, using stainless steel. Like, I'm really excited to hear every last brewing detail that you can give me.
You guys are killing me today.
Really stretching the DM. Mitch is gonna just have to pull up like
I'm
Lakefront
gonna-
Brewery and be like, okay,
Come up with
here's what
everything
Urkel's
you
up to.
can.
Yeah.
So there's that.
So I'm gonna. I don't name, like, I haven't uploaded to YouTube any of this stuff in a while. It's just all on my hard drive, and so I don't really name any of them anymore. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna name this one Storm Animus Breaks Mitchell Borchert.
Perfect. Man, you started it.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm
This
sorry.
is all your fault.
I'm just in that. I'm in that mood, and now it's being.
I
thrown
referenced peeing on an electric fence once. And you just,
once, and you just take off with it.
Just one penis joke away from chaos. That is the Storm Animus guarantee.
Oh.
We're always just one penis joke away from derailing the entire campaign.
Fantastic.
We go from I kill a player character in the first game to now we're level 15 with penis jokes. Like that's just this. That's the progression.
That's
of
how this works.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Level 50. Now we're real D&D players. There we go.
We are.
We finally made it.
You know,
Yes.
the old adage is you start the game like Lord of the Rings and you end the game like Monty Python. And
It's true.
and we're getting there sometimes, every once in a while. It's Monty Python time. Okay.
What are we doing?
Especially
So-
with divine, especially with divine smite, the giant foot can just come down.
Yeah,
That
just
whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Just wait until
I
you
got-
guys see a rabbit out in
Oh no.
the out in the forest.
It's just a rabbit.
Look at the bones!
Okay.
Fantastic.
Some call me.
I swear it was sometime within the next few minutes I'm going to not be insane.
Oh god.
Trick is brown morning juice is what you need.
Oh
Brown
no.
morning
What do
juice.
you call it? Hot brown morning potion. That's what she
Okay.
calls it.
I'm gonna actually legit for the first time. I'm going to legit collect myself. I'm going to put the stream on break. I will literally be back in 5 minutes.
Mitch is like, and I gotta pee.
Oh no, no more pee reference. Oh boy, we're back on the internet. Okay. So, perhaps I won't be as insane now. I have seltzer water.
That'll
Hey.
settle you.
Nothing to ground you quite like a rip off of a LaCroix.
Play.
Okay.
It's all right. LaCroix is a ripoff of flavor anyway.
Yeah.
Hey now, yeah.
I love it. I love LaCroix.
So Storm Animus, you guys work on getting the ship shape for takeoff, and over the next hour, eventually, finally the shield comes down. The ship gets let loose from its moorings, and the Animus flies off to the south towards Oakhurst. The crisp morning air and the definite coming of winter is hanging in the air as the ship is as it's climbing in the airspace. An actual small amount of frost tends to lick its way onto various banisters and the sails on this ship. So you guys have about 12 days or so of travel time. So what would you guys like to do with that time as you're on the ship?
I would like to sit down and
And that is all.
At noon, when the sun's highest in the sky, I would like to cast Commune.
Okay. Cast Commune. Let me just bring up, this is for me, bring up the spell for myself. But what questions are you asking?
Alrighty. Can I drink this?
Yeah, so with the sun overhead
Definitely.
and just the area totally lit up, still over the northern tundra on this first day. What questions are you asking?
Can I save them the same way you saved me?
Let's see. Unclear.
Is it within my power to save them at all?
In this moment, a cloud that was covering the sun passes over. You feel a warmth from it go over you, and you feel almost a voice that says, yes.
What else?
Last question.
Is this the winning lotto ticket?
Pulls out the deed to Lotto's workshop.
Is my wife still alive?
Yes. And you feel your connection fade.
Yeah. That's comforting. Okay.
Okay.
And then through the rest of the days, I would like to cast Control Weather to try and speed up our journey.
Okay. That spell is insane. Let's see. Why don't you just roll a wisdom check for me?
Wisdomatic. Oh. So just add my wisdom modifier?
Yes.
18.
18? I'll say you shave 2 days off this journey
Wow.
with your control weather spell. With the periodic boosts,
It lasts for 8 hours.
you take this 12-day journey down to a 10-day journey. So, what's everyone else doing?
Aaron is going to. There's time. There's plenty of time for this. So, I want to attune. Shoot, I was going to check this. I want to attune back to the mantle of the Raven Queen.
Okay.
And double check one thing here. Oh, Yeah, I don't think I can do that actually. Okay, Mitch, is someone else able to attune to Raven Queen's mantle, or is it really only for kind of her chosen?
I mean, no one's tried. I guess you don't know.
Okay. Gabriel, can you wear this and meditate for an hour?
I'm kind of full up on attunement items.
I know we have time, and just it's an experiment of sorts, and I want to see if this will help. Raven Queen. So, all right, hear me out. You died once, and therefore, have at least I know you serve a different god. Fine. At least have that small of a connection to the Raven Queen. Everyone does. Everyone who's died and will die, which is everyone.
I'm not sure I ever saw Raven.
Well, we're going to find out. So if you were just to put this on, just connect with her a little stronger. I want to see if it will perhaps help gain any more memory, or because you don't have. I'm going meta for a second, I guess, but you don't have all your memories back, right? Did you get those back?
I have some of them.
Right. And you had the option to get all of them, and you said new.
Or one of them. Something
like that. Okay. So, I want to see if this will help. Perhaps she could bridge your old life to your new one. Perhaps we could. I want to know if she can help us. Help you. Just put on this fucking cape and just like wraps it around his shoulders.
All right. So I'll unattune from the Mantle of Spell Resistance.
Okay.
Temporarily and attune to.
Yes, that would be good since it's going to cast a spell on you. So yeah, if he's able to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and attune to the Raven Queen's mantle.
Sure. Over the next hour, mantle of the Raven Queen actually adjusts its size and gets larger over your back.
Hey.
And
there's a cat.
You feel at the end of this hour that you've successfully attuned to this mantle.
So the
There's a cat in the screen.
there is, yes. Sorry. He's been locked out all day. Is International Cat Day or National Cat? It's Cat Day. But I tried telling her that, but she corrected me and said every day is Cat Day.
How dare she?
So I was wrong. If you cast Resist Curse, what happens? So once per day, you may use this mantle to cast Remove Curse on yourself as an action. If the curse is not removed entirely by the spell, the curse is suppressed for 10 minutes. After you use this ability, long rest, blah, blah, blah. But will that do anything to Gabriel if he activates that?
He can try.
I'll activate it. The remove curse bit.
'Kay.
I die.
My gosh. So you draw on this connection with the Raven Queen, and the mantle tries to purify you. And you feel the magic work as the silvery faint light surrounds your body, and you feel this like dull warmth get pushed through you from head to toe. You don't feel any different.
I guess not.
Damn. Okay, give it back. I'm freezing. It's cold up here. Give me that back.
I can change that, and during the control of their casting, I'll make it warmer.
Oh, lovely.
All right. What's everyone else doing during this now 10 days?
Ortox learning Abyssal and brewing alcohol.
Oh yeah. Roll me some intelligence checks. Give me 3.
Why? Just why? 11?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1? So 0. And 17.
Making that explosive foam.
Ooh.
With a natural 1, I'm sorry, we don't really make any progress. Yeah. So over the course of this, like especially midway through this journey, you're struggling and you're getting bored of it. It's just
Hitting
like
a wall.
hitting a wall.
All right. All right, that's fair. But I am going to try to brew some beer with Urkmal. And I now have proficiency in it.
That's right.
So I expect to kind of be able to brew something.
Okay. So here, I got all the stuff we need, right?
This looks good.
Yeah, I got stuff in this barrel. I call it this stuff. And then I got stuff in this other barrel. I call it the other stuff. Okay, you got it.
That's good. This stuff. The other stuff.
Uh,
I'm sure that as long as it's all good stuff.
I asked the guy, right? I asked him. And he said he had the best stuff in Solaria. And I believed him.
I mean, pretty compelling argument, if you ask me.
Well, I gave him half my gold, so he better be right.
Good thing you only had 2 gold.
Hey, it's all that Landry had.
That's not true at all. I'm just going to put that out there for you. If at any point you think you are deserving of a raise, you might as well ask. Anyways, let's make some beer.
Oh, let's do it. Okay. So roll your
Hot dice. Hot dice.
roll your brewing tools check.
10.
10. That was Urkmul. No way. Urkmul rolled a 10.
Which is a perfectly
It's down
down
the
the pipe
pipe.
brew, right?
All right. So what are you attempting to make?
I'm thinking like a really nice sour. But
Okay.
what we totally don't mean to, it just so happens that's what the guy gave us.
Right.
We're
Right.
just like, the fuck is this shit?
Oh, so I put some of this good stuff in here. At least that's what he told me. And then this other stuff, it's got a pungent smell, right? And
This is different.
it's different. I don't know what it is, but let's leave it, and we'll see how it goes. At the end of this, you've got a sour that you would drink, not something that you would.
That's a major accomplishment.
No, it's not necessarily good, but it's like I'd drink it. You know,
I'd have some
I'd have some.
if I had to.
There's nothing else.
I know nothing about brewing. I don't know how long it takes or anything. So I'm just like,
I feel like sours have to be really hard because I never see anybody do sours. But that's okay.
all right. So with that, I'll say you have a half barrel of that.
Sweet. I'm gonna leave it on the ship
Okay,
for the record,
it's on the ship.
and probably drink all of it by the time we get back. there, so.
Okay.
But it's really good. It's very
Nice.
good.
Does Atreus have any business?
Call it 7-head sour.
Can I make more of that foam?
I want to make more foam.
Explosive foam. You can try.
So I wrote down the direction.
Yeah.
I guess I still have to attempt to make it. But
Yeah, but the directions make it like way easier, so the DC is much lower. So, what was the check? So for Adam, for the brewer's tools, what was the modifier you're using for that?
For brewer's tools, I just
Yeah.
added my proficiency. 'Cause I'm proficient.
Oh, well, you should have been also adding your wisdom.
Oh,
modifier.
that's not good either. All right, so I would have rolled like a 9.
Oh, well, we'll leave it the same. It's good.
Like that's
so,
even worse.
So, wisdom for Atreus. So, wisdom check.
all right. $18.
All right. So, with the directions and a little bit of time over the next 10 days, you got another barrel of flammable foam.
Is there empty vials laying around the ship or anything? Basically, I just want to get a few and give them to Aaron.
I'll say you'll have to purchase some vials at some point if you want to vial it up.
Okay,
Aaron, here's a
that's
barrel
fine.
of
So we got
explosives.
like a barrel and 2 barrels of this, or a barrel and a. How much did Lannery drink?
Just a little, not a bunch.
That's why she switched to coffee.
Yeah, so basically 2 barrels. Like one of them has like a Stein's worth out of it, but that's about it. Okay, so that's everyone, right? And Aaron, did you get everything you wanted accomplished?
Yeah. I'd pick a couple of different spells, but yeah. Because I get to switch those out, right?
Yes, you can prepare different
Upon
spells.
resting.
Upon resting, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
A really long rest.
Sweet.
Can I do one thing too, kind of while I'm making that is
Oh, sorry,
Is it like-
I lost the last half of that sentence.
can I kind of experiment with the
Goddamn.
was it
It's like
Is it
it's like
still
you
cutting
say
off?
like 3 words and then it's gone.
okay, hopefully we're good this time. So I'll experiment with the foam a little bit to see if it's like oil. Dump it out, it lasts where you can burn it.
Oh, okay.
Or like if you didn't burn it right away, like how can you make like a trap with it basically?
Sure.
Dump.
I'll say it's mildly viscous, so if you pour it on the ground, it'll stay there for a long time. So as long as it's not like super windy or damp,
Okay.
so like it's easily washed away with like the decanter or it doesn't last long on the deck because it's windy, it's outside, it kind of gets blown away and dried off pretty quickly. But like if you were in a sheltered space like a dungeon or a home or a castle or something, whatever, it'd probably stick around a while.
Okay.
Okay. So over the next 10 days, you guys all get what you want accomplished. And you fly over an area that you guys just haven't been around in a while, and that is the west side of the continent. And you fly over the Black Swamp, this big scar on the earth with just intense black mud everywhere and decrepit looking trees and bushes, and just deep watery areas. And then you don't fly directly over, but fly near Windborn and its surrounding villages, and see that Windborn, it doesn't appear to be doing that great, as some of the houses definitely look abandoned or just not well. The upkeep is not being done here. You see the smoke coming from various fireplaces, like fires from chimneys, and I think some of you have never really seen Windborn before, so it's kind of a hilly town with a more reddish complexion, just like reddish brick tends to adorn most of these houses, and from a distance looks like maybe a little bit more gothic, and then you see some of the other surrounding towns. Certainly a meager place. Continuing down, you see on your left, way off in the distance, the influence of Morgard on the Central Plains, as the smoke and blackish clouds hovering above its location stain the sky. And every once in a while, you see something familiar, the blackish towers that mark the territory of the Asmodean Empire, and remembering so long ago that you had raided one of these towers. And generally try and stay like low and hidden from these things, as you're now definitely skirting that territory. On this last day, finally, you see up ahead of you, coming closer and closer through the forest and seeing the old road that you guys had traversed at some point. Actually, basically flying directly over where we initially started this adventure, in some wagons heading on one of these old roads.
Atreus, look. You see that? That little patch right there? Over off the road? That's where you died. Remember that? You
I'll
remember
quick
that?
grab Gabriel and point it out.
Fond.
Gabriel, look at
Did
the way.
we bury his original body?
No, I think
We burned it,
looted
right?
it.
You took the stuff and burned
yeah, we definitely, yeah, that's it.
I remember you took the stuff and burned it. Yeah.
it. We either burned it or we buried it. But
Hey, you weren't using it. I'll say that. You weren't using it.
yeah, no, that's fine.
And we ended up needing
Yeah.
it anyways, because remember your staff? You were like,
Oh
attached
yeah,
to
I was
it.
like attuned to, or could only go
Couldn't
so
leave
far.
it. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun. Good times. Oh my goodness. What was that? Like 3 weeks ago? Something like that.
That's really what it.
It was like 6 months ago in this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, it's weird. Like I died, became a ghost, became human, got my brain sucked out.
Stuff back in your skull.
Now I'm back.
I put back.
Started from the bottom, died twice, now I'm here.
Now I'm here. Now I can shoot people with lightning.
Pow.
Wow.
Pow pow.
And Huck
Is that-
Can teleport. You're allowed.
Teleport room left.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Picture that SpongeBob. Want to see me around that mountain? Just like boom.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck? Magic.
Oh, magic.
So you guys see Oakhurst itself coming through, like appearing through the forest. The clearings around it, much wider than you remember, and notice that its meager wall that was once just vertical logs tied together is now just like a fully functional, built-up stone wall that is a good 30 feet tall and larger than the like wider, encompasses a larger area than the original. You don't see anything like particularly odd about about the city. Like all the structures look great, no fires or damage, and everyone to make a perception check as you're flying closer.
18.
5.
5, 18.
All Orchak can think about is hitting up the blokes and blades again.
That's right.
You
Beautiful
bet.
things. Those two beautiful bastards. 13. Sorry, that took a long time.
Oh, math.
Okay. What did Atreus get?
6.
6. So Gabriel, the rest of you are just enamored with this
Nostalgia.
city that you haven't seen in forever.
We bury him or burn him.
Gabriel, you look into the city and there are figures moving about, going about their daily lives. But you hear like a squeak of a voice. And on top of one of the towers, or not one of the towers, but like
Oh no.
the walls, is this like short, bubbly looking woman, just like waving as profusely as she possibly can, and on the wind you hear, "Hi!"
Oh my god.
And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Oh, fine.
Corky, High Priestess. At this point, she's probably like High Priestess Supreme Corky or something.
She was level 20 to start with.
Right? Yep.
She had no issue getting out of that tower, but we decided to help.
It was a test, really. Just
So, meta question: are you ever gonna tell Gabriel that there's a dead body in your bag hole?
You guys
where
stuffed.
is there a dead body?
You guys stuffed LSR into the bag of holding and have not taken him out.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Like,
Cody and I discussed this. We're
Adam,
just
you're
like,
gonna-
I'm not going to
Yeah.
say anything.
No, no.
Just be like dumping it out one
Adam,
day.
can you?
Jump.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
I mean,
Talk to me like, wait, there's an extra head. I didn't cut this one off.
Yeah.
See, Zin was gonna remind you guys when you got back to the Alamo, because you told him about Gabriel's abilities, but then Cody forgot during that long session.
Yeah, we all
Whoops.
did. Adam, maybe just put up a post-it note. Just stick one right up there.
well,
Guy in bag.
address the dead body in the bag. Yes. Maybe we can ask Corky for a favor and be like, hey, so we're back and we're going to clear this town. I need you to revive this body. Because what is the... She belongs to the tower, some god of a god. I don't remember which
The
god.
sun god, was it?
Palor.
Palor, thank you, which is...
Palo is busy
Theron?
right now.
No, Theron.
Oh, Theron was
Theron's god.
Evandra.
Vandra,
Never mind.
goddess of change and luck.
Yeah, he showed up.
She's
though,
she's also busy.
in Oakhurst, correct? Maybe
when
that's
we
where.
when we were put under, we had to go save her because it was our fault that she got captured. So, but he was like our
Ward.
yeah,
Warden.
Yeah.
Better.
kind of. We
Yeah.
were his ward, right? Yes.
Yes.
Something
His
along those
charge.
lines.
He was watching us.
Oh yeah.
Joke's on him. Now I have his sword and we melted his body in lava. I remember what we did with his body.
Elisar. The name rings a bell. I just don't remember.
That map, that particular battle map, made Malik very happy. Terrain hazards are kind of his thing.
Lovely.
Because he can move you into that.
Oh, that's
This is
right.
fun.
You aren't. Isn't he like immune or just like fire doesn't do so much to him?
He's
All
fire
tieflings have resistance to fire, yeah.
but
Mhm.
he does have magics that make him immune to it.
Sure, because that's just badass. You know,
It's like, oh, fire. This is fine. Everything's
I
fine.
eat this for breakfast. Yeah. Oh man, I totally forgot that. I'd like. Of course, we're gonna run into Corky. What else would we do? That's
I
fantastic.
know. I was trying to think, like, okay, who are the characters? There's going to be the. I remember Blokes and Blades and the. Is it the Warden? What's her face?
Oh
was there.
yeah,
The constable.
The Constable. Thank
yeah.
you. And she
She
hates
is
us.
kind of a bitch. Yeah, she.
Yeah,
does,
well,
yeah.
for good reason. We kind of, town invaded. This is our redemption. This is how we redeem ourselves. So we come in way too OP and totally fix their problems, but at the same time, probably destroy the town a little bit because we were like flexing real hard to show everyone how cool we are. You know?
Just here.
Destroy them! Destroy them! It's like just atomic bomb, just like waste the entire small town, but at the same time save it. But it's
Mm-hmm.
mostly
Mhm.
destroyed.
town
Oh
is
my
much
gosh.
easier to save when there's half of it. It's easier to save half a town than a big town.
I'd like to think
Which is
that they
exactly
doubled
what
in
I said.
size.
Small
So really-
town.
We're just going back to the original size.
Exactly.
Of
Well,
only
that's
that.
exactly what I said about them taking over the town. It's like, well, what if they destroyed half of it? It's much easier to take over half a town than it is. That's
To destroy a full town.
same.
too.
Same goes for saving. Much easier to save half a town
Mhm.
if we get rid of the other half. It's fine.
Oh my god. I'm super excited though. Oh man.
It's what
I
we
totally
did with
forgot about
Berlin, and
bunnies.
that turned out okay.
Just build a wall.
Let's build a wall right in the middle.
Let's build a wall. Just do it. Just do it. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm sorry for being so loopy today, guys. But
We are very disappointed in you.
How dare you
how dare I?
be loopy? Oh,
Man, I
it's,
still
I
need
feel
to
like
know.
it's been a really long week too. I don't know if it's the weather or what the deal is.
Yeah, I
I
got
Some
feel
of
like
it.
it.
I
should
got
be
a bunch of
Saturday.
reasons. Bunch of reasons.
I mean, the election's coming up, and that's all people are
Yeah.
talking about, and that's all.
Oh my
really got
God.
boozled with.
Like I don't even
How
care
scary.
like what the ad is for. Like if it's for a guy I support, a guy I don't support, I'm just like I'm done with them. You know.
Put it away. Put it away.
Stat.
I bought a euphonium on eBay, and I just checked my. I got called from New Jersey twice during this session, and one left a voicemail. I'm like, I don't know anyone in New Jersey. That's probably just whatever. Once I see a voicemail, I'm like, oh, okay. So you might not have seen it, but I was checking my voicemail, and my euphonium ended up in New Jersey. So
What?
the guy called me, and I was like, yeah, because he ordered from this eBay dealer too. So I think something got switched.
Oh.
Did he order something better?
Right? Seriously, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gold-plated euphonium.
Seriously. Oh, it's a nice one. It's a Besson euphonium, which is like
Yeah.
one of the best brands. And it was for like 1,500. Normally they go for more than that.
You know, like 1,700. Whoa. It's a euphonium. Melt it down. It's worth more. Come
Seriously,
on. Come on.
melt it down. It'll be better in tune at least. But but no, it's a really good price for the brand that it is and the model that it is. So I was like, yeah, do it. It's supposed to arrive today. All day I've just been like, where the fuck is my package?
Where's my.
And turns out it's half the continent away. So that's cool.
Oh my gosh.
Exciting. How wonderful. That's still super
Yeah.
exciting, though.
Yeah. I mean, the dude seemed really nice. He was. I could tell he was a fellow brass player because he was very congenial about it and just like, yeah. So I called FedEx and they're not willing to talk to me because I'm not the shipper. So I'm going to try and call the eBay store, like the sale, whoever sold it to him,
eBay guy.
eBay guy. The shipper, the seller, and it's like,
The
don't
shippist.
worry, I'll make sure you get it. Sorry about this. It's really nice though. He finished with like.
I think you're going to like it.
I think you'll
With
like it.
this giant dent.
You're gonna like the
Right.
way you look.
I guarantee it.
I
Oh.
guarantee it.
I guarantee. Suddenly he's weirdly Texan.
I guarantee it. Oh my gosh. Suddenly that reminds me of my history professor at Oshkosh. There was this guy, it was an interim class, and for some reason he said guarantee. And he said that a lot.
Huh.
I don't remember his name. I saw him for 3 weeks and he was gone and I got a grade.
I don't know if I
Ooh, you
remember
were
any
warranted a
history
grade.
class from
I was-
Oshkosh.
Huh?
I don't know if I remember any history class from Oshkosh. Like,
It was just
Can't
a
think of
Just
anything.
Chibbles.
it was a gen ed class that I had to take.
the only memorable gen eds I took were weather and climate.
Oh yeah.
I took
That
that.
was like everyone was just
Really?
like, "Hey, you want an easy A gen ed? You take weather and climate."
Yeah, weather and climate.
You did have to like know the stuff. You couldn't just like do whatever, but he was pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ben Binner and I took the class together
Heck yeah.
and played Whale Trail the entire class. Like, not the whole class period, but like every class period for the 14 weeks. All we did was play Whale Trail. Oh my god, that was so much fun. What a great
insane.
time.
Oh. Remember intro? Well, you guys had to take intro to business, right? With your
No.
major.
Yeah. I
What was
yeah.
that
One,
guy's
there was
name?
that one professor.
LeVake
I
or
can't remember,
something?
but he was
Bada bing, bada boom.
Jeff LeVake. Yeah, Jeff LeVake. No, his
Was he
his
divorced?
might have been.
Yes.
Did you get him or no?
I took an
Was he
interim.
divorced yet?
Yeah,
I
it
don't-
was when
I
he was
don't-
divorced. I remember. I
Yeah,
took
yeah.
it with Ryan Berman.
That's
when
all
was
he ever
divorced.
talked about was his
Oh
divorce
It
problems.
was awkward, yeah.
No. Oh
He made
no.
just the worst jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember
I just
specifically
remember,
him
I remember
saying,
"Can I get an amen?" That was his big thing.
"Oh God,
Oh no. For me, it
Jeez.
was divorce jokes and bada bing, bada boom.
bada bing, bada boom." I remember he said at one point, and it just like, it still doesn't make any sense. But he's like, at some point, you're gonna have so much money you don't know what to do with it, and so then we're gonna talk about investing. And he went on to talk about how like he invested in friends' businesses and stuff like that. And I'm like, I can't possibly think that I would just throw $5,000 to the wind and see what would happen. And he's just
Yeah.
like, all right, just do it. It's fine. You're gonna have so much money. You're gonna have so much money. And I'm like,
Where is this money coming from?
2,500, 250 people. This is not, no.
Is that before the divorce or after the divorce?
That was definitely after divorce because I remember talking about it. Oh my god, that was an interim class. That was not a good interim class. I actually
Oh
had
my
a
God.
friend of mine from high school come visit me one of the days, and he came to class with me, and he sat in the class, and he just because it was like a 3-hour thing, and so he just like came and he sat down and he went to class with me. And then all he would do was just make fun of the teacher with me. It was great. That was such a
So
weird
funny.
class.
Oh.
God.
Fantastic. And,
Uh,
but yeah, otherwise the only history classes I remember, there was the one where Husky taught us the spring like ballet posture. You guys remember that one? He taught us the posture they used for the Rite of Spring. It was like anti-ballet, so everything was inward and weird and lots of stomping. Yes,
Rigid.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yes.
dun, 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 dun.
It's a good one. It's a banger for sure.
it's a banger. I heard it incited riots.
I think that's dramatized, but people were pissed off. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't good. Let's riot.
Right.
Hey, riot!
Riot.
Oh, Chris, you finished? Did you finish the whole thing, or are you still in it? Avatar.
We're like halfway through season 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting like really good right now.
It only gets better. Like that's the thing with that
Oh,
show.
I'm sure, yeah.
Oh
Keeps
yeah.
getting better. Even the filler episode they recap is them making fun of themselves. It's great.
Yeah,
Is that
It's fantastic.
the
Ember
whatever
Island
players?
players.
Ember-
Yeah,
yeah.
Ember Island players.
Season 3, but yeah.
Yes.
That is a great.
like
I don't know, I'm getting like really into Zuko's novel,
Oh,
like the actual,
yeah.
just to see like what's going on.
Seriously, people study his like story, or like it's actually taught. Like this is how you make a redemption arc. Like it's really cool.
yeah.
By the way, he
Gotta
redeemed
rewatch.
himself. That's not a spoiler, but you can kind of get what's going to happen.
Spoiler alert.
Indeed, dude. The end of season 2, Zuko gets really badass.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't for a while, and then I'm just talking about the fight scenes, especially.
Wait,
Oh
is
my
that with the blue
gosh.
mask?
No, well,
Blue
yes,
spirits.
but no.
Blue
Yeah.
Spirit's my fucking favorite.
He's cool. I was talking when they're in the underground cavern, that like whole
Oh,
fight
yeah,
scene.
yeah.
that
The
they're
crys-
doing.
the crystals everywhere. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Oh, what?
Like that.
I thought that was the blue spirit.
Well, it's
Adam, Zuko is
the blue
I
spirit.
know. Don't tell him.
I think you did the Archer one, right? Isn't that in the first season? No, second season. Yuyan Archers, where they're like all quiet and cool and Marine Corps like. Did you see that one, Chris?
I'm trying to remember.
season 1.
It's where Aang has
is
to
that
get
season one?
Aang has to get frozen frogs to cure his friends of poison or sickness. Or
Oh
something.
yeah. That
And then
sounds
he-
familiar.
And he gets captured, and then the blue spirit frees him.
That's right. It's a good one.
I just love the premise. It was like, I need frogs.
Yep. Yep.
Stop unfreezing.
It was just the most
Yeah.
ridiculous.
You're insane, aren't you? That's right.
God, it's such
Oh.
such a great, such
What
a
are
great
you
show.
gawking at? Get going.
Right. Then she gets revisited. You see her at one point.
Briefly, yeah. Briefly later.
Oh, yeah,
With the
'cause they're like
Shearshoe,
they're
right?
I think so. Maybe. Yes.
Yep.
Miyuki, did you get in trouble with the Fire Nation again?
Oh man.
I love it.
I just
It's
finished
the first
the,
the first time you hear the Momo voice. Like Momo when you're in Momo's head hearing
Oh,
Katara talk.
yeah. It's a lot like Peanuts.
oh yeah.
Yes,
Wah, 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 wah.
Mm,
indeed. Sorry, Adam, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was gonna say I just finished the filler episode for The Legend of Katara a little while, like yesterday maybe.
You mean Korra?
Korra, sorry, not Katara, Korra.
I was like, wait, there's a new one?
Oh yeah, did you guys not hear about Legend of Katara? You know,
Katara spinoff. Yeah.
that would do well. But no, I just finished that one, and I will. A friend of mine who's like a pretty big fan of both of them put it that the characters are way more engaging in The Last Airbender, but the story arc is a little bit more involved in Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
and I
Well,
would agree
they
with it
yeah,
just because
they do. I mean, in Korra, they do talk to some higher level folks. Oh, I guess they do meet the leaders of all the. They're just different.
Yeah,
It's just
it seems
different,
very
you know?
like compartmentalized. Like this happened, then this happened, then this happened, and I'm on the last season, so I'm assuming somehow they need to wrap all this shit up, and they kind of are. I just don't know how there's going to be that finality to it, but
yeah.
you know,
It hits hard. I mean, Korra takes you a lot of places, like emotionally. Like you're
super
following
different.
her. It's more about her than about
Yeah,
else,
it's
but,
definitely
yeah.
more of a personal journey for her than
Yeah,
Micro
It's
versus
good.
macro.
yeah, and they keep
But that's
talking
the
about
whole
like
thing.
Aang and stuff, and I'm like, I can't. At least so far, which like I said, I'm like maybe episode 4 or 5 of the 4th season of Korra, I cannot bridge the gap between who Aang was in The Last Airbender and who he is or was when before he passed in Legend of Korra. Like I can't figure out how they became.
Oh, how
became
Aang
that
grew
person.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't quite get there, and I wish they would have spent some time doing that. But
There's some fan art of
Right, comics.
Wait, say again.
Right. I mean, it's not all of it, but there are comics that bridge. They don't
Yeah.
bridge everything, but there are comics that talk about how Republic City started between Aang and Zuko. That's a really interesting story. Zuko's mom, that story gets wrapped up.
I did.
the
I read
comics.
the synopsis of that, which no spoiler, Chris, but you're not going to figure out what happens in that.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that story does have an ending, but it doesn't end with the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
I think
Yeah,
that's
there's a bunch of like so there are things between ending of Aang and the beginning of Korra. Just doesn't show Aang in like his 30s and 40s. Like he died when he was like 40 something, well, 140 something. But you get the idea.
Yeah. Which is weird because like Toph is alive still, and I'm like, what is she, like 110 or something like that? You know,
She's
No, I
too
mean,
stubborn.
because
She's
really
too
think
stubborn to
about it.
die.
This is true.
Seriously, she's a tough broad. But no, she's. I mean, if you think about it, it's really not that long. Like people think it's this like Aang's time was this ancient time ago, but like it's been. I think they say it was. Well, Korra herself is only under 20. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, third season takes place. Fourth season, I guess, takes place. There's a 3-year gap between season 3 and 4, so she's probably close to getting out of her teenage years. Although they don't seem
Yeah,
to,
for
they
sure.
don't age the characters; they look the exact same. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus, they don't ever say how old they are. I don't think. In Aang, they
Nah.
tell you. At least you know
Yes.
Toph and Aang's. They like Toph is 10, Aang is 12. Tara, they talk about the siblings' ages. Tara's 14, I think. I don't know if they ever
Yeah.
say it.
14
right.
sounds right. They're all even numbers. Yes.
Sokka might be like 16 or something. Zuko is, I think, 16. Yes.
Something like that.
You
yeah.
mentioned him. They mentioned him being 16. At least he was when he was banished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tense shit.
It is intense shit.
Oh.
Great show.
Kuvira is
though.
pretty cool though.
Oh,
Kuvira?
Yeah.
She's pretty cool.
Yee.
I mean, she's crazy, but she
Badass.
She
find out.
she's really cool. She's really tough to hate. I mean, she like not really, because like some of the shit she says, she's like, that's not okay. But she's definitely like some not an instant like you're the worst character as opposed to the other 3 supervillains that show up. You know, I'm excited to see how it
Yeah.
turns out. And then after
Yeah.
that, you know, I'll have loads of time to watch the new Mandalorian that's coming out tomorrow. You guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that.
Oh God, I'm so
So
excited.
I won't be able to play next week. Just a heads up.
Well,
Okay.
fine.
Actually, I was asked to cover an event, so that actually works out for me too.
Yeah, I'm busy too. Screw you guys. Whatever.
Be up north
Oh my
hunting
gosh.
for a week.
Ooh, exciting. Are you? Is it like deer hunting for you guys? Are you bow hunting?
It's archery, yeah.
Oh, nice. My
bow.
father-in-law got one for the first time in like 2 years. I'm super excited. Oh, God.
Yeah, what?
As long as it wasn't with a crossbow, I'm okay with it.
It was with. Oh, it was definitely with a crossbow. He's a crossbow guy. I think. I think he's a crossbow guy. I'm pretty sure he's a crossbow guy.
Is he disabled?
Do you consider that cheating, Cody?
Is he
Cody's
disabled?
like, yes. No, he's just old.
Like literally, is he disabled?
No, he just uses a crossbow. Cody's like,
Judgment. Ooh.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Or man, you go hunting when you're like however old that is.
oh my God.
yeah, and pull back a big boy bow. That would take a lot of. I mean, like at a certain age, you're just like, I don't want to have to pull back, 60-pound pull or whatever you're doing.
He's like a super old guy. Or...
He's not that old, and he'd be fine with a regular bow, I'm sure. But he's definitely subscribed.
I'm trying to cover him, man. I'm trying to just be
I
like,
know.
ah.
Mitch,
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm like, Bill was the guy that the first time I met, like, went to Bill's house, like, went to Heather's house when I was in high school and picked her up for for the first date. Bill was cleaning his 2 shotguns. That's Bill Wolf.
classic.
Like,
It's
not
absolutely
only could
classic.
he fire that totally fine, it's not that he can't use that, it's that he chooses not to. I 100% agree with that for him. Because he is that guy, you know. But he's
I love
also that guy
That is
who's like,
quintessential.
I don't want to do this anymore.
That's really funny.
Because
No.
the thing
Oh.
with the crossbow in Wisconsin used to be you could only use a crossbow is if you had a disabled hunter's permit.
Oh, really?
And now they suddenly opened it up to everyone, and I have all these fucking gun
'Cause he-
hunters out there going, "Oh, I have crossbow. We'll hunt during bow season now." Like, fuck off. Get your own season.
He just got a new, I swear it's a new crossbow. He bought a new bow. He'd been saving up for a really long time. And I swear it's a crossbow, but I should check with Heather because she would know for sure, obviously.
It's the one that's this way, not.
Yeah. I know. I've played D&D before. I know.
My archery experience comes from Dungeons and Dragons.
That's all I know.
Right, this one does 1d8,
You
right?
enlisted in the You enlisted in the Dawn Guard. I was enlisted in the Dawn Guard. Got one of those bad boys on the way to the castle. I'll tell you.
Oh God. Oh God.
I haven't played that game in like at least a year, and then every once in a while
just a year.
I browse by it. I don't know how long. 'Cause I'm just like anyway. I browse by it, and then like I'm like, do I want to feel bad and click on it and see how many hours I dumped into it? And it's too many. It's way too freaking many.
I got like 1,500 in that shit.
It's insane.
Hold on, I'm gonna
See, I don't know.
1
I
second.
don't know because I played it on 360, Xbox One,
Yep.
and
Same.
Switch. So like it's all separated.
I
Yeah,
can't
So
tell.
I don't know exactly.
I can't tell.
I'll tell you, it's a sickening, nauseating amount, but
1,300.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
You know what's really funny, Cody, is as soon as you like started playing it again like last year or something.
Yeah.
And then Martin contacted me. You guys don't know Martin. He's a high school friend. Martin contacted me and he was like, I'm angry that Cody's playing Skyrim again because I was trying to beat his playtime.
Let me try to dump more hours. Not.
Now just load the main menu and go to bed.
I got 8 hours in. That's nice. There we go.
Wow, that's something else.
And there's still shit in that game I haven't
I
played like an
know.
I know.
alchemy guy or like
Or
never jumped a
speech.
single point into like light armor. Like,
Yeah.
Because why?
why? Apparently it gets as good as heavy armor. Like, I don't know.
It does.
Algorithm works, right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Except heavy armor has that. Oh god. You know the Ebony Knight in that game?
No, the Ebony Knight. Bastard.
But I was a super sneaky guy and I had Mehrunes Razor with the insta kill.
Oh, so you just
Yeah.
And I stabbed him and he killed me.
Wait, what?
Because heavy armor has
That's
that reflective
Yeah.
perk. Yeah.
Apparently, 100% of insta kill is, or like 10% of insta kill is still insta kill.
It's,
Whoops.
the calculation must be
I
insane.
love
Like the razor must do like 1,000,000 damage or something. Because it's like, it's just absurd.
It has like a 10%.
It's got to be
There's like a 2% chance of that happening, and it happened.
Beautiful.
10% of that still got
I love that.
reflected back to me. He was like, I'm rubber, you're glue, and you are also made of rocket fuel.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
oh, whatever you say
Well-
to me comes back Fusroda.
Coming back. What's wrong? All right. I'm gonna head to bed because I gotta work tomorrow, and I've been tired all day. So I guess no
Friday.
D&D next week. Which actually, if we look, we had a awesome streak
He had
going
a
until I ruined it.
huge streak.
It was like an 8-week streak in a row, which
Nice.
is kind of
I mean,
ridiculous.
if you wanted, I could probably hotspot myself through the
Oh.
tablet to get the Discord to work.
I don't
I'd
think
be
we.
like-
wa-
Don't
Guys, roll dice for me.
seriously.
I
we could
mean,
do that.
who's
You could play at work. It'll be fine.
Does anyone have a potential one shot that they would want to do? Or wait, no, Bregside, you're busy.
Since Cody is
Yeah.
since we're not really able to do it, I'll take that. I'll take that work gig. I get
Yeah,
paid
you
a
take that.
bit extra when I do
Yeah.
that. So.
Get that money.
That's
could,
okay.
Yeah, man.
Teach Adam to play Magic.
Ooh.
I would be up
yeah.
for that. I would
Yeah.
be
Because
up for
apparently
that.
you have so much money. You're at the point in your life when you have so much money you don't know what to do with it. So
Yeah, this is
I have-
almost worse than just
it's-
throwing in the.
Yeah. It's
I do
almost-
have the most real person job I've ever had my entire life, so I might as well, put
Oh, it-
myself back into the financial situation I was, except have magic cards now. So
I mean, some of those are a legitimate investment. It's no
It's
joke.
true.
Some of them are.
Yeah, some
yeah.
are
True.
Ugh.
that.
Mitch got lucky once. He bought the card Thing in the Ice when it was like 50 cents, and now they're like, what, 10?
Like 18.
Yeah, they're like $18 a
Jesus.
piece now.
oh my god.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm like, why did you buy
I only
80 of
bought
them?
I only bought 4 of them though because that's a play set. I was like, I want to just play this stupid card that nobody plays, and now everybody
Lies.
plays
People are
it.
like, this thing's amazing.
That
Ooh.
Sarah Sanctum. I think I paid I paid like $80 for it just because I needed that card for my deck.
Yeah,
Like, just one card, and now it's worth like 2.
Oh my god.
And that
Well,
was
I
just
mean,
like
if
a-
you guys
a year
wanted
ago.
to do Magic or any other video games or whatever,
or even I don't even care. Like just like even if we're just shooting the shit, that's awesome to me. So like we
I'd
can.
be up.
Oh,
for it.
250 now.
Ooh! See those investments going up.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I
god.
can't. I can't.
But if you sell it, then your deck is incomplete. So
Yeah, see, I'm never
Yeah.
gonna sell. That's the thing. So it's not like,
See, but I'd have an incomplete deck. Why would you do
you,
that?
you just tell yourself that to
To make
it's worth
yourself
this
feel
much.
good. Yeah. No, I do the same thing. I bought so there's Chris, you know what the fetch lands are, right?
Yeah, those are just gonna keep going too.
Well, no, they're seeing a reprint at the end of next year. They just confirmed
Oh, really?
that. But yeah, buy them up when that happens. But anyway,
It's like the fucking stock market, you
It
guys.
really is, actually.
Yeah,
because I bought a playset of Scalding Tarns, which is like one of the more pricey ones, but I bought them like I just was watching it for like a dip, and I bought them at like 55 or something like that, $55 each, and now they're 100 each. Like, so it's just like, well, okay, that's pretty sweet, but I'm also not going to sell them because I don't want to buy them again.
oh yeah, you're always gonna need those.
Yeah. What's really dumb to me is like there's all these flashy cards, cool creatures, planeswalkers, spells, but the most expensive cards are the stupid lands.
Can't play a
You
cool
need 'em.
that
creature.
mana.
Can't play. Yeah, you can't
Supply
play your
and demand,
cool
baby.
3-color, 4 or 5-color creature without all the right colors of mana. So you need sweet lands to be able to cast your spells.
Well, yeah. And you
kill
paint with
someone
all the
like
colors of the
Hansa.
wind? Didn't think so.
Didn't
Need it.
think so.
Oh no.
But there's that cockatrice app.
Mm-hmm.
Like you play it on a computer for free, so
I'd take
it
it.
worked pretty smooth when Mitch and I played it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
I mean,
It's pretty good.
if that works, then I'd be down just to at least learn a little bit more about how to play and stuff like that. Because I almost bought a Paupers deck a little while ago. I was in the shop. I was there. I was checking out. And
Dude,
the
if
guy
you-
was like, "Do you have a rewards card?" And I'm like, "I do." And he's like, "You have $15 off. Do you want to use that today?" And I'm like, "Yes." And I used that on the current thing that I had, and not by getting more things. Ugh.
But you can play test for free, or just play for free with this thing.
Yeah,
That's true.
It works really.
but if you're gonna get a paper deck and you really want to play some with like more people, especially us, I'd get a commander deck.
A commander deck?
Yeah,
Yeah, the rogue one that just came out. That one,
it's really
'cause I
sweet.
played it a couple times. It's
Yeah.
like $20.
Yeah, $20 and you can start playing commander with us.
Huh.
And
Well, that's
Chris
if you want to do paper, but you can
Yeah.
try them out too with this other app.
with this
Fairly easy
program.
and like play
Yeah.
for a while. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah,
it
build
looks
deck,
like.
but, yeah.
Let's see here. I'm Googling things. I don't know what I'm looking at. And there's just like 10 pre-built commander decks. What does this even mean? I don't know. God, I'll have to look into it. Anyways. All right. I do need to go though, but I will
Alright.
see you guys later.
Okay,
Let's play Magic next week.
let's do it.
We'll do it.
Sweet.
See you
Right,
guys.
See you guys.
Kids.
And-
Bye, everybody.
See ya.